So the never-ending assault against the Jewish people, and the latest attempt to fulfill the Nazi quest to eradicate the Jews from the face of the earth. It's because this hatred shown to us from people like you that we have to establish our own country.
That's why the Palestinians need their own country too.
What are you saying? That the Palestinian people have been the victims of genocide?
It seems like it's heading in that direction. Like the Jews in Europe, Palestinians have been forced to live in ghettos. And like the Jews in Europe, we are being systematically oppressed, humiliated, and disenfranchised.
The comparison is false. In Europe, the Jews were a tiny, defenseless minority. Well, in the Middle East, the Palestinian people are a large Arab world, which the Jews are, again, like in Europe, a tiny minority.
But meanwhile, you have your own country while we don't.
And meanwhile, you want to destroy us. And because of that, you have only yourselves to blame for your present circumstances.
No, that's not so. We don't have our own country because Israel has repeatedly blocked our attempts to form a nation.
With good reason.
What's the reason?
Because you are more interested in trying to destroy us than in having your own country.
We would build our own country if you let us.
Yes, you would, but at Israel's expense.
We can coexist.
That's wonderful that you say that, but your words are not consistent with your actions. So how do we believe you?
We've repeatedly gone to the bargaining table.
What does that prove?
If we really didn't want peace, then we would not have wasted our time talking with you at the bargaining table.
Every time we start negotiating, inevitably we are subject to terrorist attacks, which cause us to doubt your sincerity in wanting to negotiate in good faith. To us, it seems that you use your negotiating process merely to buy more time while preparing to attack us again.
We want to resolve our differences peacefully, but Israel's lack of good faith has caused the talks to fail.
I disagree. We want to settle our differences too, but not while we're being threatened with terrorist attacks. How can we talk when you keep attacking us?
The same way you want to talk, we want to talk while you're launching rockets at us and refusing to withdraw from the West Bank.
Well, we're forced to defend ourselves because the Palestinian authorities have proven time and time again that they are either unable or unwilling to stop terrorist attacks from groups from attacking us. So what are we supposed to do?
Work with us, not against us, to stop those terrorists.
But it seems that you are part of the problem and not part of the solution.
You hear that, Mohammed? You're nothing but a problem. What do you think about that?
Yeah, what do you think about that, you stupid, cowardly, idiotic windbag?
You call it a windbag.
I am a pathetic oaf.
Shut your face or I'll shut it for you.
Oh, really? You gonna make me?
Yeah, Mohammed, you gonna make them?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Ha! That'll be the day. You couldn't punch your way out of a paper bag. You're such a phony. Hiding behind all your pseudo-political crap like that's supposed to impress people or scare them.
Well, it sure doesn't impress me.
What are you so smug about? You're worse than he is.
I'm worse than him. He speaks lies while I speak the truth.
You wouldn't know the truth if it were staring at you in the face, you sniveling wise guy. You're nothing but a smart-ass know-it-all. And I can't stand know-it-alls.
And he's a terrible conversationalist too. Only thing he ever wants to talk about is his beloved Israel.
Oh, Israel, 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 like a broken record, like that's the only thing the world cares about.
Yes, he's obsessed with Israel. That's why we can't agree on anything. That's why we can never really connect.
Oh, shut your face, you fool. You're just as bad as he is, maybe even worse. You and your complaints about the so-called injustices committed against the Palestinian people, as if they're the only people in the world that got the short end of the stick. You two guys are such pathetic losers.
At this point, we're going to have a 10-minute break.